Okay. I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
I think I'm ready. 91X FTW New Music Show. That is Mike Doughty. Wait, you'll find a better way. It's off the brand new album, The Heart Watches While the Brain Burns. Guess who's here in the studio? Go ahead, Mike, guess.
It's Sean Cassidy, but from the 70s. Like, he got in a time machine and came here from the 70s.
Sean Cassidy. You're dating yourself. Do you think these millennials know who Sean Cassidy is?
Yes, I think it's like secretly an obsession of the millennials is Sean Cassidy. They're all, hey, it's top of my head, man. You can't, Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson came in. I'm just all about the time machine. It's Shakespeare. He came in.
You and I both were probably very jealous of Sean Cassidy's hair.
Oh, yeah. Oh, indeed. Yeah. Very, very important part of life in his era was his hair. Yeah, and yeah.
And look at us.
Look at us, yeah.
You have a little hair on your face, of course, but not on the top.
Little migration.
Handsome man you are, Mike.
Well, thank you. You're very kind. As are you.
Oh, that's what I was fishing for.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're on a little book tour and record store.
No, it's
what are you doing?
It's all radio stations and record stores. I've
okay.
been be out for like 6 weeks, and The Heart Watches While the Brain Burns came out in October, and I'm just out pimping it, shilling it, putting it in people's faces, trying to get people to listen to it. So that's what I'm doing.
This is very similar in a way when Soul Coughing was done, and you were continuing your music career by yourself. I mean, it was a little bit of a struggle at that point, and you were literally in a car by yourself, hustling, selling CDRs after shows.
Oh, yeah. No, I was a jerk to my label, and so they dropped me. Oh. And, they were like I could have groveled, and they would have given me money, but I was like totally full of myself. So they dropped me, and I ended up driving around in a car and doing shows and directly selling blueback CDRs to people. So this is the same. I guess I could have brought a tour manager, but if I always just end up getting irritated at a tour manager who does stuff, I'm like, let me do that. Dang it.
Oh, come on.
Hand me the phone. Yeah, pretty much. So I didn't bring one. You also have to pay them money, and I prefer to spend that on food.
Food. You're a one-man wrecking crew. Of course, you had some struggles, but here you are. You've got 18 records under your belt? Is that what I read? Something like that? Well, like studio albums?
Studio albums, it's 3 Soul Coughing records, 9 solo records.
Okay, and then EPs, live stuff.
EPs, live stuff, all that stuff, a lot of stuff.
Last time Soul Coughing ever performed officially, when was that?
99, I think.
Ever gonna that would never happen again?
I'm not against it, but the weird thing about it is we weren't really that big of a band, so we're not. If we're going out, it's like art for art's sake. There's no money in it.
Right.
So we'd be playing certainly bigger shows than I do, but there is less money. So if you ever see a Soul Coughing reunion, know that it is not a cash grab.
Thank you for clarifying that. We'd love to see it. Super Bonbon is going to go down in the annals of history as an amazing song. I mean, it stands out for me. And anything I've ever heard in my entire career of loving music. I mean, I can just imagine people instantly hearing that, even today, and going, what is that? Wanting to know. Yeah. You don't perform that.
I do. I mean, I do, I mostly perform just me and on guitar and then a cello player, or just me. So, I mean, it sounds different. It doesn't have the bass line.
Okay, cool. But it's got a vibe.
It's got a vibe. Yeah, it's got its own vibe.
When's the last time you performed in San Diego?
Oh, gosh. When was the last time I performed? I played at the Aquarium, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, there was some like schmance, 491X, as a matter of fact. You did an event at the Aquarium, and I was so sure it was going to be super lame. Because I was like, it's rich people drinking white wine in an aquarium, and it was the best show.
It's a nice setting up there.
It was good. And, I mean, looking out over the ocean, and like the people were really into it, and I was ready to just be like, hi, rich people, I'm sure you're very nice. But it was a dope show.
Did you get down to Black's Beach, the nude beach? It's not far from there.
No, I did not.
All right.
No.
I've never been naked down there either. I think San Diego's a better place because of it.
Yeah.
Keep my clothes on, although I'm happy to show other body parts. Sorry.
Yeah. I feel you.
We're stoked you're here. Are you going to play in San Diego anytime soon?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I think at the Belly Up in January or February. Let me be a person who stalls and looks at his phone and...
We're talking to Mike Doughty. He's got a brand new album, The heart watches while the brain burns. And we just heard Wait, You'll Find a Better Way. And there's another single. We're not going to play it, but that's more for the AAA, more for the adult alternative crowd. He wanted to focus on some of the rock tracks. While you figure that out, what's the next song we're going to play?
We're going to listen to a song called Sad Girl Walking in the Rain.
Tell us anything about it?
Yeah, I wrote it in a stairwell somewhere in England, because I do a thing where I put up a song a week on a Patreon feed. It's like a subscription thing,
okay.
like sort of sustaining member or a Netflix thing, that kind of a thing. But it's one new song a week, and that was my song of the week. I was on tour in Britain, and I went into this beautiful sounding stairway and recorded it.
Nice. It is Mike Doughty on the FTW New Music Show. It's 91X. 91X FTW New Music Show. That is Mike Doughty with Sad Girl Walking in the Rain. It's from his brand new album, The Heart Watches While the Brain Burns. Mike is here. He's on a trailblazing tour of radio stations and record stores, and he was nice enough to stop by 91X. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I'm always just finding those trails, setting them on fire. It's what I do.
Where are you going from here?
Up to L.A., then up to places between L.A. and San Francisco, and San Francisco, Chico, Portland, Seattle, then out east towards Denver, and I'm going everywhere, man.
Nice. Yeah. And you're calling Memphis, Tennessee home now?
Yeah, I moved to Memphis about a year and a half ago.
How do you like that?
I love it. I was going to move to Nashville because everybody's moving to Nashville, and I was like, you know what? I'm not crazy about it. And I went to Memphis because a friend of mine had done some recording there, and I just loved it. And I got there and really found an apartment in a day, and was like, I live in Memphis now. I'm out of New York.
Well, how does that change you? What does it mean you have to do? Do you have to do anything different because you're now in Tennessee? I mean, you got to chew tobacco or?
No. I mean, my dad's from Louisiana, so I know from the South. It's not like a shock to the system the way I'm sure it would be for a lot of people. But, it's just it's an arty little town. There's 2 square miles, Midtown Memphis, which is... you'd think Bernie won from all the signs on the lawns. It's
wow.
Liberal, groovy,
sure.
arty area.
I got to get there. I do have to do the whole Tennessee, Nashville, and Memphis visit. I've been going to Austin for a few years for South by, but I got to get down there.
Yeah, Memphis is the good parts are kind of under the radar. People come there and they go to Beale Street, which is just Bourbon Street. It's just, a bunch of tourists getting drunk. Or they go to Graceland, or they go places like that. And the really cool part of Memphis, Midtown, it really is a little bit underground. You really have to know where you're going to find it.
And now Mike Doughty says where to go in Memphis, Tennessee. Where did you record this album? On Megaforce Records, which is typically, isn't that more of a metal, hard rockin' label?
Yeah, they started out doing like Anthrax is the band that built the label. But they do all kinds of stuff now. They are all over the map. Sony distributed. I got my own label, Snack Bar, that is in turn distributed by Megaforce, that is in turn distributed by Sony.
Okay.
So
Snack Bar Records. Do you have any bands on that label yourself?
I did. I put out a band called the Panderers a few years ago. Yeah, and I'm gonna put out I think I'm gonna put out a single by a friend of mine, a rapper named Big Dipper, who's coming down to Memphis. I'm gonna record with him and try and convince him to put it out with me.
Okay. Let's see if that happens. Come on, Big Dipper. You just looked at your phone and found out you're playing the Belly Up Tavern on February 1st?
February 1st, Belly Up Tavern. Yep. I'll be with a band. It'll be a big deal, super loud, super raucous and dancey.
And super bonbon. You said super a couple times. I couldn't help it.
I know. I walked right into
Do you do that in every station you go to? You
set
them all up.
Yeah, just softball.
Line it up. Here you go, buddy.
Pitch them up for the pawns.
Let's see if you're prepared. Well, we're excited about you being in San Diego even for this short visit. We're actually going to have recorded some stuff live, acoustic, and I have my good friend here, Albert, who's going to shoot you, and we're going to have that to post to the website later. So he's going to do a couple songs live for us. You got to maybe check out 91x.com. Every day, we don't know when it'll get posted, but it will be posted very, very soon. February 1st, back here. The new album, again, is called The Heart Watches While the Brain Burns. Is there a deep meaning behind that? How would you like to explain that?
It's something Mark Maron said off the cuff on his podcast like last year or something. I just wrote it down. I was like, that is the title of something.
Does he get credit for that?
Well, I've known him for a lot of years, so I actually emailed him and was like, hey man, can I use this? And he was like, don't remember saying that at all. So I really, really could have just ripped it off wholesale without any consequences.
That is classic. February 1st, do you have any idea who you're playing with? Is there somebody on the tour with you?
Wheatus is opening. There are also a couple of guys from Wheatus are in my band. Brendan B. Brown, Matthew
Wheatus,
Milligan.
The band, will be on tour with you?
Yep.
What was their big hit? Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Really?
You know, I toured with them in England. Well, England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. And they are the biggest band over there. Like everybody, like that Teenage Dirtbag song was a huge, like, era-defining hit over there. And I would meet somebody in like a supermarket, like a cashier at a supermarket, be like, oh, you're an American, what are you doing over here? And I'd be like, well, I'm touring with this band, and they would always know. So eventually I was like, I'm touring with Wheatus, and they were like, oh my God. And like across the board, nobody, any age, any location, any context, everybody knew Wheatus. It was kind of incredible.
Soul Coughing, what about them?
No idea.
No idea.
No idea about Soul Coughing, but certainly Wheatus is huge over there.
I wonder if Teenage Dirtbag or Super Bonbon gets played more frequently on, alternative stations like this when you're talking. We still play all these songs,
Sure.
It's part of the history. I'm going to say I hear Super Bonbon more than Teenage Dirtbag on 91X.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, we spent a lot of time touring America. They spent a lot of time touring Britain and the rest of Europe.
You didn't tour over in Europe very much as Soul Coughing at that time?
We did it a little bit, but we didn't have real opportunities over there.
As Mike Doughty, have you been over there a lot?
I've been over there a few times, but, unless I'm opening for somebody, I'm like, all but hitchhiking over there, so...
Well, we appreciate everything you've done to continue getting your music out to people, because at some points it's been a struggle for you. And, and here you are still out there hustling, traveling to radio stations and doing your thing. You'll be back February 1st with Wheatus. Can't believe it. I will be there.
All right, I'll see you there, Tim.
I'm excited about it. We're going to listen to another song. It's called The Wild Creatures. It's off the brand new album, The Heart Watches While the Brain Burns. What would you like to say about The Wild Creatures?
Well, it was, I wrote it I wrote it with a guy named Good Goose. He's like a hip-hop guy, a producer. And he just, he's a hip-hop guy, but he really wanted to make a rock record. So, this is, and I just went with him on some of the songs. And this song is, big guitar, and, it was like, all right, Goose, whatever your scene is, I'm following you down this rabbit hole.
Is there some people on the first track on the album we actually played tonight too? Or any guests on that? Wait, you'll find a better way?
No, it's all me.
It's all you, okay.
Pete Wilhoit plays drums, but I play absolutely everything else on the album.
Get the new record, Mike Doughty. What's the website?
Oh, guess. It's MikeDoughty.com.
I love it. And by the way, you have one of the most singularly unique voices in alternative rock music. I love your voice.
Oh,
it's very...
you.
Soothing. There's something. I don't know. I mean, it rocks, of course, but I don't know. You sound like nobody else I've ever heard. There's something truly unique about you, and I dig it.
Well,
I dig it the most.
I'm still eating food and paying the rent, so
that's why I'm here.
I thank you for that.
You're very welcome, my friend. Mike Doughty right now, The Wild Creatures. Have a safe trip, my friend.
Thanks, brother.
91X. Cool.